Hey guys, Jeff here. I got the cat for the night. I just finished watching Crazy Heart with Jeff Bridges. Basically, a country song turned into a movie, come to life, and just as cliched as one. Jeff Bridges plays bad, bad Blake, like this booze hound, broke, has been country singer who now does gigs in little bars and bowling alleys and shit. And the main conflict of the movie is the same thing as it always is in these music movies, whether they're biopics or fictional. He's a drunk who cares about himself, does bad things. You know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's the main conflict. He's an alcoholic and he has to come to terms with it. And he meets Maggie Gyllenhaal and she falls for him. And how much do you want to bet that you know that he does stupid things, he does something bad, and he realizes that he cares for her, and he's all alone, and he's a drunk. He's got to turn himself around, and blah 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 blah. You've seen it all before. I mean, the back of the box. Cat award winner Jeff Bridges delivers the performance of a lifetime in Crazy Heart, the powerful story of a country music star's rocky road to redemption. Tell me if you haven't heard that one before. Jeff Bridges is good in it. There's a good cast in it. Like Robert Duvall plays his buddy, I guess, like a bartender who was also like a recovering alcoholic. Colin Farrell. There's like the subplot, like the other thing besides the main plot with Jeff Bridges and Maggie Gyllenhaal. You have Colin Farrell as this guy, something Swift. I forgot his name. He's just like this young pussy country singer who was mentored by Jeff Bridges, and I don't know. Jeff Bridges resents him because he's famous or something. Because I guess with a face like Jeff Bridges, you can't get famous. I don't get the backstory of that. They don't explain it completely. It's like if he mentored him, it's like when did he mentor him? When Colin Farrell was like 10? What the hell is going on here? Like if they were like some famous act that went out together on the road like back when, how old was Colin Farrell then? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense too. Like if Jeff Bridges was some big country star, why don't people remember who the hell he is? But whatever, who cares about that? The main problem I have with this movie, maybe some people won't have it, is just I don't. I'll be honest. I like music and I like movies, love them both. I don't really usually like music movies or biopics. I know this isn't a biopic, but it feels almost like one. It feels like you're watching, God, what are those, like Walk the Line or something? Same exact crap, and it's dull. Like for him supposedly being such this rowdy booze hound guy, he doesn't do anything really. He just gets drunk and passes out. He doesn't. He's not violent. He's not dangerous. The big thing he supposedly does wrong, I won't spoil it. Dear Lord, it's not. It's something that could have happened to anybody. It could happen to a sober person too. And it's not. It's not a lot of excitement to this movie. Never really found much of a pulse. And the other lead, Maggie Gyllenhaal, she's not even really a character. She just clings to him like this sex kitten through the whole movie with no personality. I didn't buy her. Like the way they meet is he's doing some gig somewhere, who knows. And the piano player says that his niece want, or whoever, I think it's his niece, is a reporter like for a local paper, and she wants to interview him. And I didn't buy like her falling for him. I didn't. I mean, it's not like there's really almost no character to her, no depth there at all. So it's not like you know who she is and you could figure out what she's thinking, but like just from an objective standpoint, you're like, she obviously doesn't approve of him drinking, doesn't like him drinking, so why would she get into it with the first place with this old guy with this beard and this scraggly hair and drunk and smoking and stuff? You don't get what she sees in him. And then I just don't like the depiction of her is like, it's very old fashioned depiction of like a woman needing a man, needing a strong man in her life. It really feels like this movie was made by a bunch of Christian recovering alcoholics, Bible people or something, because it really is that dull. Like I said, maybe it's my thing with music movies or whatever, these movies of this nature that you've seen before. I guess if you really loved Walk the Line, this could be your best movie ever. I don't know. I don't want to make it sound like I completely hate it because there's just not much there to hate or like. It just like Jeff Bridges is good in it. I'll give him that. And that's what it feels like. This is one of those movies that critics decided was good because they like Jeff Bridges and he gives a good performance. But I'm sick of movies where that's the main draw. It's the big performance. You got to see Charlize Theron in Monster or whatever. To me, that's the wrong way to go. The number one reason to see the movie should be for the story, supported by great performances, not the other way around. Not a great performance lifting up completely average material. Cliched crap that we've seen a billion times. Come on. I'm sorry, that's just not enough for me. Jeff Bridges is great, and I love Jeff Bridges. It kind of, parts of it kind of won me over, I guess, a little bit. Mostly it's just Jeff Bridges, like you like him in it. But the rest of it, the story, like I said, dull. Maggie Gyllenhaal's character, not only does she have no character, but it's like she's from the 50s or something. Until the end where she like tries to make a stand or whatever, but ugh, I've gone on enough about this. You get my feelings on it. It's a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Watchable. Bridges is good. How can you not like Bridges? Duvall and Colin Farrell, nicely cast. Maggie Gyllenhaal, who I usually like, did not like here. But again, it's about more than just the performances. It should be about the story, and you've seen this story before. If you like this kind of story, maybe you'll see more in this movie than I did, because I am sick to death of these kinds of stories. Thank you very much. Elvis has left the building.